It's pretty amazing, really, how words on a screen can just sit there.
Yeah.
Or they can actually, grab you.
Totally. They can either fall flat or really show off a personality.
Exactly. And if your designs maybe feel like they're missing that little spark, that thing that makes people stop scrolling, well, you are definitely in the right place today. Because our deep dive today is all about taking plain, maybe even boring text and turning it into something really eye-catching. Fun, even.
And the best part.
All inside Canva. No super complex software, no crazy steps, just quick and clever ways to make your designs really stand out.
Nice.
And guiding us. We're looking at some brilliant tips from Kat Cornell, the founder of the Creative Cat Studio.
Cat stuff is great. Really practical.
She really is a creative instructor, Canva trainer. She just makes design feel simple, especially for small business owners, content creators, folks who maybe feel a bit overwhelmed by tech.
Yeah, her tutorials are super friendly. You definitely feel more confident afterwards.
Totally. So why is mastering text effects even important?
Well, it's honestly crucial, especially now with everything being so visual and crowded online.
Right.
It's easy to forget. But small tweaks, like really small changes to your text, they can massively change the whole feel of a design, how the message lands.
It's not just what you say, but how it looks.
Exactly. It's making sure your words aren't just, read, but actually felt, experienced.
Love that. Okay, so Kat shared 5 really creative text effects. We're going to unpack them. There's a mix here, some subtle, some really bold.
Something for everyone, sounds like.
Definitely. Okay, let's unpack this.
Let's do it.
First up, the double outline effect. This one's great for making text really pop. Gives it a bit of extra flair.
Yeah, and it looks more complicated than it is to actually make.
It really does. But the visual appeal is that depth, right?
Exactly. That double outline, it creates the sense of layers. Makes the text feel almost 3D, lifting off the page a bit.
Adds a professional touch without fiddling around for ages.
Right. Guides the eye, too.
So how do we do it? Kat shows a simple way. You start with your text. Let's say white text on a black background, just for contrast.
Clear example.
Then you pop over to Effects in Canva, choose Outline,
Okay.
and you crank the thickness right up to the max, 200. And set the outline color maybe white again.
Got it. Max thickness, white outline.
Now here's the clever bit. Duplicate that text. Just copy-paste it and place it exactly on top of the original.
Perfectly aligned.
Perfectly. Then, for that top layer, the duplicated one, change its color. Maybe black this time.
Okay, contrasting color.
And then you just dial back its thickness slowly until you see that crisp white outline from the first layer showing through underneath.
I see. So the top layer becomes the fill and the bottom layer as outline shows around it.
Exactly. But then there's this crucial step Kat mentions, the convert to image thing.
Right. This comes up a few times. Why is that so important?
Well, in Canva, for some of these more advanced tricks, you need to sort of flatten the text, turn it from editable text into a fixed image like a photo.
Okay, so it stops being letters and becomes just pixels.
Pretty much. Kat suggests using the Design to Image app right there in Canva.
Yeah.
You just tell it which page has your outline text.
Just that one page.
Right, and export it. This conversion is like a bridge. It lets you use other tools on it, like the background remover.
Okay. Because background remover works on images, not live text. Makes sense.
Exactly. So once you have that new image file, you bring it onto a fresh Canva page.
Got it.
Then just click that magic background remover button, and poof.
The background disappears.
Yep. You're left with this cool, transparent, double outline text ready for anything.
And that's where the fun really starts, right? Because once it's transparent,
Sky's the limit. Drop in any color, a cool gradient, maybe a texture.
Whatever matches your design. It's amazing how that simple duplicate and convert process opens up so much creative freedom.
Totally. Okay, so that gives our text some real presence. What about adding more personality?
Ooh, like patterns.
Exactly. Next up, pattern text. Letting your words literally wear a pattern.
This is such a great technique. Patterns can instantly set a mood or, reinforce your brand identity.
Right, if you have a brand pattern.
The perfect way to use it. The text itself becomes part of that visual story. It communicates before you even read the words fully.
So how do we get started? You need a pattern, obviously. Kat uses one she uploaded.
But Canva has tons too, right?
Oh yeah, loads.
Yeah.
Then you need an app. Head to Apps in Canva, search for Font Frame.
Font Frame, okay.
This app basically creates a text box you can fill, add your words into that frame, then click use selected image.
And pick your pattern.
Yep. And boom, the pattern fills the text. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
And Cat shows you can tweak it further, adjust the font, alignment, spacing, even add an outline to the pattern text itself. She makes it thinner, adjusts something called projection.
Little details that make it look just right.
Exactly. So once it looks good in font frame, you hit Add to Design.
Okay, it's on the page. Now what?
Back to our friend, the Design to Image app.
Gotta flatten it again.
Yep. Convert that pattern text into a high-quality image. Make sure you pick the right page, and Cat advises bumping up the image size when you export.
For a clean, crisp result.
You got it. So conversion done. Add that new pattern text image to a new page.
Fresh start.
Find a cool background image. Cat uses a fun cat photo in her tutorial. And then background remover again.
Makes the pattern text transparent so the cat shows through the letters.
Precisely. Looks awesome.
That is cool. What if the pattern color clashes with the background, though?
Great question. Cat has a tip for that, too. If the pattern color isn't quite working, you can click Edit on the image, then find Duotone.
Duotone. Okay.
And you can basically drag the color sliders all the way to white, or another color if needed.
Oh, so you can adjust the pattern's color after it's an image? That's really handy.
Super flexible, right?
All right.
It really shows how you can adapt these things to make sure everything looks harmonious.
Definitely. That adaptability is key. Okay, what's effect number 3?
Number 3 is the transparent text effect. This one looks super polished, really elegant. It lets the background image kind of peek through the text itself.
Yes. This creates such a seamless look, doesn't it? The text feels really integrated with the image behind it.
Totally. It enhances the background instead of just covering it up.
It's all about that visual depth, making the text feel like it's truly part of the scene. Very professional.
So how's that? First, add your text, make it white.
White text, got it.
Then apply the lift effect. Go to Effects, choose Lift, and slide the intensity all the way to 100.
Lift effect, max intensity, what does that do?
It adds this subtle glow or shadow behind the text, which helps with the transparency later. It's a bit counterintuitive, but trust the process.
Okay, lift at 100, then?
Duplicate the text. Place it right on top again.
Duplicate, okay. And then, let me guess, design to image.
You know it. Convert that layered text into a single image. That's the bridge, like you said, allowing Canva to blend it properly.
Makes sense. Flatten first, then blend.
Right. So get that new image, put it on a fresh page, find your background image.
The one you want to show through the text.
Exactly. Now for the magic. Back to the app section again. This time, look for Blend Image.
Blend image, okay, another app.
This one's powerful. You tell it which image is the top layer. That's your background photo.
Background on top. Interesting.
And the bottom layer is your text image, the white text you just made.
Text on the bottom, got it.
Then, the key is the blend mode. Change it to multiply.
Multiply. And what happens?
The white text becomes transparent, letting the background image underneath show through where the white was. It's like a little cheat code.
Wow, that sounds really effective. And versatile, too.
Totally. Cat says it works with almost any background landscapes, textures, you name it. Gives that modern integrated look.
Very cool. A subtle but high-impact effect.
Definitely. Okay, next. Something that feels really quite sophisticated. The embossed text effect.
Ooh, embossed, like it's pressed into the page.
Exactly. It makes your words look like they're subtly raised or pushed into the background.
Yeah.
And the best part, no fancy extra software needed. All Canva.
That's impressive. How does that work visually? It's adding texture, right?
Sort of. It adds perceived texture and depth, a premium feel. It's all a clever trick using light and shadow.
Mimicking how light hits a raised surface. Smart. Great for that understated, classy look.
Totally. So here's the shadow play. Add your text, pick a color.
Yeah.
Cat uses one of her brand colors, which is a good idea.
Keep it consistent.
Then, Effects panel again, but this time choose Drop Shadow.
Drop shadow, okay.
Now for this first layer, you need specific settings to create one side of the emboss, let's say. Offset 20, direction negative 45 degrees, like top left, blur 20, transparency maybe 70, and the color, black.
Okay, specific numbers there. Offset 20, dir negative 45, blur 20, trans 70, black. Creates a dark shadow offset to the top left.
Exactly. Now duplicate that text layer. Place it perfectly on top.
Duplicate again. Got it.
For this second layer, you adjust the shadow settings again. Keep the offset and blur the same, 20 and 20.
Okay.
But change the direction to the opposite side, say 145 degrees,
Yeah.
bottom right. Increase the transparency a bit, maybe to 80. And crucially, make the shadow color white.
So a dark shadow one way and a light highlight shadow the other way.
You got it. That creates the illusion of dimension. But there's one final, absolutely critical step.
What's that?
To make the illusion complete, you need to make the page background color exactly the same as your text color.
Oh, so the text color blends into the background, and
Yeah.
you're just left seeing the opposing shadows.
Precisely. That's what creates the embossed look. It's clever, right? Using light and shadow like that.
Very clever. It's a fundamental design principle, really, creating perceived dimension. Makes it look almost tactile.
It really does. Okay, one more. Ready for some animation?
Let's do it. Something dynamic.
Oh, yeah. The split animated text effect. This adds serious pizzazz, especially for social media videos. Think reels, stories.
Perfect. Animation is king for engagement on those platforms. Anything moving grabs the eye.
Totally. This one is bold, fun, definitely scroll stopping.
How does it work? Sounds complex.
Kat breaks it down nicely. Start with a blank page, add your text, choose a bold font, bright color she uses red,
Okay.
and make it big, like almost fill the whole page.
Go big or go home.
Yeah. And Kat's tip, use a guideline. Drag one down for the ruler to find the exact middle. Helps keep everything perfectly centered later.
Good tip. Alignment is key for animation.
So true. Okay, now the steps. First, guess what? Design to image.
Bingo. Convert that big text into an image. Export it.
Flatten it. Got it.
Then delete the original text element. Add the image you just made back onto the page.
Okay, working with the image now.
Duplicate that image.
Right.
Place the copy right on top.
Duplicate. Right.
Yeah, grab the handle on the top image copy and drag it down so its top edge hits your center guideline.
Drag top half down to middle. Okay. Then grab the handle on the bottom original image and drag it up so its bottom edge hits the center guideline.
Drag bottom half up to middle. So you've basically sliced the text image in half horizontally right at the guideline.
Exactly. You now have two separate images, the top half and the bottom half of your text.
Clever. Okay, text is split. Now what?
Duplicate this whole page, the one with the two halves meeting in the middle.
Duplicate the split page, right.
On this new duplicated page, you create the split. Drag the top image further up off the guideline. Drag the bottom image further down.
Create a gap between them.
Yes. And in that gap, you can add other text, like a reveal or a subtitle.
Okay, so page 1 is together, page 2 is split apart with new text, now the animation part.
Yep, the magic is Canva's match and move transition.
Match and move, heard of that. It morphs things between pages.
Exactly. So you duplicate page 1 and page 2 a few times, creating a sequence.
Yeah.
Like page 1, page 2, page 1, page 2.
Create the back and forth motion.
Right. Then between each page 1 to 2, page 2 back to 1, etc., you apply the match and move transition. And set the duration really short. Kat suggests around 0.2 seconds.
Super quick. Makes it snappy.
It does. And it's amazing how that simple duplication and transition creates such smooth, compelling motion. Really guides your eye.
Yeah, it sounds very dynamic.
And you can fine-tune it. Kat shows adjusting the page durations, like maybe keep the split page 2 visible for a bit longer, say 1.2 seconds, together page 1 for 2 seconds.
Controlling the pacing. So it's not just whizzing back and forth. Gives time to read the middle text.
Exactly. Makes it smooth, impactful, hold attention.
That sounds brilliant for reels, stories, little promo videos.
Yeah.
Anywhere you need to grab attention quick.
For sure. Using motion with text like that is really powerful.
Elevates the whole thing.
So, wow, that's 5. Let's quickly recap. We have the double outline.
Nice and poppy. Then the pattern text.
Adding personality. The elegant, transparent text.
Letting the background through. The sophisticated embossed text.
That cool 3D feel. And finally, the dynamic split animated text.
Awesome for video.
Quite a toolkit.
It really is. And the key takeaway, I think, is that these aren't just, fancy tricks for pro designers.
Right.
They're actually accessible tools. Anyone using Canva, even if you're just starting out or feel like an intermediate user, can use these to seriously level up their designs.
Make things look more professional, more engaging.
Exactly. And communicate more effectively without needing to feel overwhelmed by complicated stuff. Which kind of raises a question, doesn't it? How can you take these small, creative tweaks and use them to make a really significant impact on your brand or your message?
That is the exciting part.
Yeah.
It's about unlocking that next level of creativity, right? Making your stuff genuinely memorable. So definitely experiment, play around with these, tweak them, make them your own.
Absolutely.
And hey, if you want more great Canva tips like these, Kat Cornell sends them out. You can subscribe over at thecreativecatstudio.com/subscribe.
Worth checking out.
Definitely. Okay, so a final thought to leave you with.
Go on.
We dove deep into text effects today. How could thinking about text this way, breaking it down, adding layers, patterns, animation, inspire you to look at other design elements differently?
Interesting.
Like, how could you apply a similar deep dive approach to your use of color, or images, or even page layouts? What unique styles could you uncover?
Good question. Applying that same focused creativity across the board, lots to think about there.